Hey, what's up guys? Scott here, back once more with another video. Today I just wanted to give some updates on some upcoming movies and shows and specific story details I'm excited about for each. So there will be potential spoilers in this video for each of these projects. So if you don't really want to know anything, you might want to click away now. But anyway, so the three projects I wanted to discuss are the upcoming Marvel TV show Vision Quest, Avengers Doomsday, the film, and on the Star Wars front, Ahsoka Season 2. And kind of go into specific, brief, specific plot points for each one I'm excited about. So let's start with Vision Quest. Okay, so Vision Quest is going to be, from what I understand, Vision Quest is going to be about, obviously, Vision. After the events of WandaVision, so it will be about White Vision, who is the original Vision, the original Vision's body after Thanos ripped the Time Stone out of his head in Infinity War. His body was not destroyed, but inactive, like deactivated, whatever. So I think it was SWORD was the organization that kept his body and brought him back as White Vision in WandaVision. And in that show, at the end, he just goes away. White Vision just goes away. So this show, Vision Quest, will pick up with White Vision trying to rediscover himself and become Vision again, and having to exist without the Mind Stone. So essentially, it'll be from what I understand, at least, it'll be about him having to learn to become Vision again, and having learned to exist without the Mind Stone. So, and this show will be about his journey to that. But in addition to that, apparently there will be different people after him. I know the character called Paladin is supposed to make his debut in this show, so that's pretty exciting. Ultron is involved somehow in this show as well. And Vision is supposed to be in the upcoming Avengers movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars. So this and also supposedly Star-Lord, Peter Quill, and Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, are supposed to make appearances in the show in some sort of capacity. So that got me excited for this show. I like to set up Vision for what's coming in the Avengers movies, and also just hope to have a good show. So yeah, excited for Vision Quest for sure. Okay, now let's talk about Ahsoka Season 2 before we get to the movie. So on the Star Wars front, we got Ahsoka Season 2 coming out sometime early next year is what we've been told. So Ahsoka Season 2 will really... I'm excited for Ahsoka Season 2 because it's really going to dive into the mystical side of Star Wars. And it kind of already did in Season 1 when you had the World Between Worlds and Anakin came back in that capacity to kind of help train Ahsoka. But at the end of Season 1, we see Anakin's Force Ghost on Peridea with Ahsoka and Sabine. And so I'm interested to see what role Anakin will play in Season 2. Hopefully he'll actually interact with Ahsoka as a Force Ghost, which would be awesome. So Season 2 is supposed to maybe feature the canon debut of Abeloth, and who is a big Legends character, but has not officially been in canon yet. But so Abeloth is supposedly making her canon debut in Ahsoka Season 2, and she is an incredible villain in the Star Wars mythos. A lot of rich lore and backstory with that character, so I'm really excited to see that. It's like dealing with the Mortis gods and all of that, so very mystical type of stuff, and I'm all for it, man. I wanted Star Wars to kind of dive more into the mystical side of stuff for a long time. At least it seems like we're finally getting that in live action with Ahsoka Season 2, because Peridea is a very mysterious place. Apparently, the Mortis gods have something to do with that place, and we see references to the Zepho, who's a ancient race in the Star Wars universe. We see kind of references of them on Peridia, and the Night Sisters apparently originated from there. And that's where Thrawn was trapped for over 10 years. So, you know, and then on that note, Thrawn is now back in the main Star Wars galaxy and doing stuff on Dathomir. So, I mean, he's going to be doing his thing. So there's a lot of stuff going on in Ahsoka Season 2 I'm really excited to see. So, definitely excited for that. Now, let's talk about Avengers Doomsday. Definitely, I think, a movie I'm very excited for. And the main things I wanted to talk about were two aspects of the movie I'm excited to see. So, one of them is that both of these involve the third act. One of them is Thor will get an arm, and I think I may have said this, but and it's out there in leaks and stuff, so it's not really a huge spoiler if you're in the loop. But supposedly in the third act, Odin sends Thor an army from Valhalla to help in the final battle against Doom and his forces. So, and that just sounds epic in and of itself. So, supposedly in that battle, we're gonna see Jane Foster return and as the mighty Thor, Heimdall, and several other fallen Asgardians that are gonna return to help Thor and the other heroes fight against Doom and his forces. So, you know, which is awesome. So this reminds me of in Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, when Aragorn, when they're camped out, Rohan is camped out in that mountainside or whatever, and Aragorn and Gimli and Legolas go into that cave. They see this ghost, and they discover this band of ghost soldiers, cursed soldiers that were cursed because they were, I don't remember the exact reason, but like they retreated during a battle or something, or anyway, they were cursed that until they fulfilled their duty, they could not pass on. So they've helped Aragorn in the final, the Battle of Minas Tirith, and he held their since he was the heir of Gondor, he held their oaths fulfilled, and they were able to finally rest at peace. But this kind of reminds me of that. You'll have an army of fallen soldiers, with some characters that we already know, and they're coming back to help from Valhalla to help Thor and the other heroes in the fight against Doom and his forces. That definitely reminds me of that aspect of Return of the King, and I think it's awesome. Cannot wait to see how that plays out. So, very excited for that storyline in Doomsday. And the other thing in Doomsday I'm excited to see adapted from the comics is a thing called the Life Raft. So, essentially, the Life Raft in the Secret Wars story is the vehicle or how a lot of heroes survive the collapse of reality or the multiverse. And it's built by Reed Richards mainly, and it's designed to protect certain heroes will stay or escape on the Life Raft to survive into Battle World so they can hopefully undo what Doom does. You know, so anyway, that the Life Raft is supposedly going to play a part in Doomsday, where some heroes have to go onto the Life Raft to survive the collapse of the multiverse, which Doom is doing, and they'll survive either in the quantum realm or somehow on the raft, and they'll be on Battleworld and try to work to undo Doom's plans or whatever. So now the heroes that survive on the Life Raft are kind of different across different things. Leaks and stuff I've read. Pretty much in all of them, the survivors are Wolverine, 2 Spider-Men, Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire, and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Those 3 are pretty much all across. And then you have the Young Avengers, specifically Kamala Khan, Kate Bishop, and Cassie Lang. They're pretty much confirmed to survive on the Life Raft or in the quantum realm across all the stuff I've read. Captain Marvel is on there, the Life Raft. Sam Wilson is one I've read a lot. Vision is there as well. Star-Lord, and Shuri, and quite a few others. So there will be quite a few heroes that survive the events of Doomsday on the Life Raft, heading into Secret Wars and Battleworld. So I'm excited to see what heroes survive and which ones don't. But who will be the heroes that lead us into Secret Wars? You know, that will be the hope to undo Doom's stuff, right? So, anyway, I'm interested to see who will be the life raft survivors in Doomsday. So, pretty much guaranteed the Young Avengers, Wolverine, both Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and Sam are ones I've read across many leaks. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm excited for that aspect as well of Doomsday. So, anyway, guys, we got a lot of exciting stuff coming over the next, few months. So, I'm definitely excited and see how all this unfolds. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned in. Peace out.